lightning is striking, the rain is pouring, and the rainforest is completely alive tonight. This is the perfect time for hidden predators to come out, and we're going to find them. I've arrived at the edge of the rainforest. The area is still fairly open, but everything around me is swallowed by darkness. Beyond this point, the forest becomes deeper, darker, and far more unpredictable. And the first creatures to welcome us tonight are this lovely couple right here. It looks like they're busy carrying out a very important mission, making sure the next generation arrives on time. Don't worry, guys, I'll be leaving before I become the awkward third wheel here. And tonight I'm taking on the challenge of flipping 100 different rocks throughout this rainforest. Who knows what creatures are hiding beneath these rocks? From fascinating and harmless insects to venomous species and even some of the most dangerous animals in this rainforest. I'm following a narrow trail leading deep into the rainforest. At first, it's just a few small and harmless insects, but the deeper we go, the more fascinating and dangerous the creatures become. So make sure you don't miss a single moment of this adventure. The rain is starting to pour down again, and the challenge is becoming much more difficult. The ground is getting slippery, visibility is dropping, and every step into the rainforest now feels far more unpredictable. Oh my God, look at this! The heavy rain has turned this trail into a rushing stream. Water is pouring down from higher ground with incredible force. I was just seconds away from stepping right into it. Luckily, I noticed it in time. One wrong step here could be very dangerous. Under this small tree, I spotted a stick insect. These incredible insects rely on camouflage for survival, using their twig-like bodies to blend almost perfectly into branches and leaves. Most of the time, they stay completely still, making them extremely difficult for predators to spot. Right after that, I spotted a brown stick insect. You can see how perfectly its body blends in with the dry branch. Honestly, if you're not paying close attention, it's almost impossible to notice it. And here comes the third stick insect. This one stands out with its striking blue-green body, completely different from the others. And just moments later, I found the fourth and fifth ones as well. At this point, I'm convinced I've stumbled across an entire stick insect family. I don't think I've ever found this many in one place before. Alright, let's flip over the very first rock of the challenge. And oh no, absolutely nothing. Not exactly the start I was hoping for. A little farther along the trail, I spotted a dark brown stink bug resting on a leaf. Stink bugs are best known for their unique defense mechanism. When threatened, they release a strong-smelling odor to deter predators. Their shield-shaped bodies and excellent camouflage help them blend into leaves and tree bark, making them surprisingly difficult to spot. Wow, look at this! This is an Acanthocynus idilis, and its antennae are absolutely incredible. Those long antennae aren't just for show. They're packed with sensory receptors that help the beetle detect scents, vibrations, obstacles, and even locate potential mates in the darkness. In some individuals, the antennae can grow several times longer than the body itself, making them one of the most impressive features in the insect world. At the base of this small tree, I spotted a tiny brown moth almost perfectly blended into the bark. This is one of the moth's greatest survival strategies, camouflage. By matching the color and texture of the tree, it becomes incredibly difficult for predators to detect. During the day, they usually remain motionless, relying on their disguise, while at night they become much more active in search of food and mate. I arrived at a small puddle and noticed something moving beneath the water. I quickly scooped it up with my net, and it turned out to be a tiny frog. But the little guy wasn't giving up without a fight. It kept trying to escape, and before I could even react, it launched itself straight out of the net and disappeared. Those powerful legs really are built for survival. Beneath these leaves, I found a hairy caterpillar. It may look harmless, but that's exactly what makes it so deceptive. Many hairy caterpillars are covered with tiny defensive hairs that can cause itching, skin irritation, rashes, or even allergic reactions when touched. Some species use these hairs as their primary defense against predators. Despite their slow movement, these caterpillars are well protected. Their bright colors and thick hairs often serve as a warning to anything thinking about making them a meal. It looks like this little hairy caterpillar just got caught in the rain. There are still tiny droplets of water clinging to its hairs. Hopefully you'll dry off soon, little buddy. And try not to catch a cold out here. And right after that, I spotted another hairy caterpillar. This one is much more colorful, and honestly, it looks even more dangerous. Bright colors like these are often nature's warning signs, telling predators to stay away. Without proper protection, touching it with your hands or any part of your skin could lead to painful irritation or allergic reactions. The deeper I ventured into the rainforest, the more everything began to change. This is where the truly fascinating and unusual creatures are to appear. I've reached the edge of a river deep in the rainforest. Honestly, I really want to explore the other side, but crossing it at night would be a terrible idea. The water is dark, the current is unpredictable, and I have no idea what's hiding beneath the surface. For all I know, there could be a giant python lying in wait, or even a massive crocodile watching from the darkness for the perfect moment to strike. Tonight, I think it's smarter to stay on this SID. Suddenly, I started feeling a burning itch along my side. When I lifted my shirt to check, oh my god, I found a round red mark. Something definitely bit or stung me, but I have no idea what it was. Out here in the rainforest at night, that's not exactly a reassuring discovery. After searching around for a while, I finally found the culprit. Wow, it's a leech. These creatures are experts at going unnoticed. They attach themselves silently to their host and release substances that prevent blood from clotting, which is why many people don't even realize they've been bitten until later. In a wet rainforest like this, leeches are incredibly common, especially after heavy rain. Look at the way it moves. It actually looks a lot like an inchworm. Leeches move by attaching one sucker, stretching forward, then pulling the rest of the body along. Pretty fascinating, isn't it? Rock number 52 is surprisingly large, but after all that effort to flip it over, there's absolutely nothing underneath. Just an empty space. Sometimes the biggest rocks hide the smallest surprises. High up in the tree canopy, I spotted a snake hiding among the branches. My teammate gently shook the bush, hoping to encourage it to move so we could get a better look. And slowly, the snake began to reveal itself, and just as I changed my camera angle, the snake suddenly launched itself down from the tree. Before it could disappear into the darkness, my teammate reacted instantly and grabbed its tail. What a save! That was an incredibly fast move. After getting it under control, I was finally able to identify it. This is a Pitiascuros, a fast-moving, non-venomous snake known for its speed and alert behavior. It actively hunts frogs, lizards, and small animals, and when threatened, it can become surprisingly defensive. I've actually encountered this species many times in previous episodes. So if you'd like a closer look and a more detailed explanation, be sure to check out those videos as well. The deeper I go, the more difficult the journey becomes. Thick bushes block the path, tangled vines wrap around every step, and visibility is getting worse by the minute. In a rainforest this dense, you never know what might be hiding just beyond the next branch. One careless step could put me face to face with something dangerous. This is exactly why I love exploring rainforests. No matter how far you go, there's always something strange and unexpected waiting to be discovered. A tree with bright red fruits growing directly from its trunk and roots almost feels like something from another world. The deeper I go, the more mysterious this rainforest becomes, and honestly, I have no idea what species this tree is. If you know its name, leave a comment below and let me know. I'd love to learn more about it. I've reached a small waterfall. The sound of flowing water blends with the calls of unseen birds hidden deep within the rainforest. For a moment, everything feels peaceful. Take a moment and enjoy this beautiful symphony of nature with me. Just after passing that area, I came across a lizard. What surprised me was that even after noticing me, it stayed completely still instead of running away. After watching closely, I realized it seemed to have an injury on one of its legs. Just after passing that area, I came across a lizard. What surprised me was that even after noticing me, it stayed completely still instead of running away. After watching closely, I realized it seemed to have an injury on one of its legs. And once again, the rainforest surprises me. This tree is covered with strange clusters of fruit that look almost like bunches of grapes. The deeper I go, the more it feels like every corner of this forest is hiding something unexpected. Right after that, I spotted a moth with stunning patterns on its wings. The markings were absolutely beautiful, standing out even in the dim light of the rainforest. But before I could take a closer look, it suddenly vanished into the darkness. Just a brief glimpse and then it was gone. Let's flip over rock number 88. Wow, that's a whip scorpion, also known as a vinegaroon. Despite its intimidating appearance, this fascinating creature is not a true scorpion and doesn't have a venomous sting. Whip scorpions hunt small insects and other tiny animals using their powerful front pincers. When threatened, they can spray a vinegar-like acidic mist from the end of their body to scare away predators. It might look terrifying, but it's generally harmless to humans and is far more interested in escaping than attacking. I just found a tiny tree snail with a pure white shell and a beautiful red rim around it. What a stunning little creature. Unlike many ground-dwelling snails, tree snails spend much of their lives on leaves, branches, and tree trunks. Especially in humid rainforests like this, they move by gliding on a thin layer of mucus, allowing them to climb vertical surfaces and even hang beneath leaves. Slow and delicate as they may seem, tree snails are perfectly adapted to life high above the forest floor. And after that came a long streak of disappointing flips. A little farther ahead, I noticed a large patch of strange fungi growing across a tree trunk. But what really caught my attention was this snail clinging to it. Honestly, I always thought creatures like this spent their lives in or near water, so finding one high up on a tree like this was completely unexpected. Oh wow, another tree snail, just look at how beautiful it is. Its delicate shell and unique colors make it look like a tiny jewel hidden in the rainforest. It's amazing how such a small creature can be so beautiful. Oh my god, I've just discovered a paper wasp nest. Take a look at this. Unlike honeybees, paper wasps don't build their nests from wax. Instead, they chew wood fibers and mix them with saliva to create a paper-like material, which is how they get their name. Their nests are made of open hexagonal cells with no protective outer covering. It may look fragile, but don't let that fool you. Paper wasps are extremely protective of their colony. If they sense a threat too close to the nest, they can become aggressive and attack as a group. That's definitely not something I want to experience tonight. I've come a long way into the rainforest, and the challenge is almost over. Just a little farther, let's keep going. And right on cue, I spotted a black daddy longlegs resting on a leaf. These fascinating arachnids are known for their incredibly long, delicate legs, which help them sense vibrations and detect danger from a distance. Despite their spooky appearance, they're harmless to humans and spend most of their time feeding on tiny insects and other small creatures. Let's flip over rock number 98. Whoa, it's a crab! Even deep in the rainforest, crabs like this can often be found hiding under rocks and in damp places. Their hard shell acts like natural armor, protecting them from predators, while their powerful claws help them defend themselves and gather food. When threatened, they're more likely to run sideways and disappear into the nearest shelter than stand and fight. Fast, tough, and always alert, these little crabs are perfectly adapted to life in the wild. A little farther ahead, I finally had to stop. The trail ends here, blocked by a large stream with fast-moving water. Even after the rain has passed, the current is still incredibly strong. Trying to cross it tonight would be far too risky. After finding another way around, I immediately ran into yet another moth. Honestly, I've lost count of how many moths I've seen tonight. At this point, I think they're following me around the rainforest and taking turns showing up on camera. Haha. And once again, I've discovered another strange plant. Its bright red color stands out dramatically against the dark rainforest. You know what they say, sometimes the more eye-catching something is in nature, the more careful you should be around it. Bright colors are often used as a warning sign, and honestly, I'm not sure I'd want to test that theory tonight. And here we are, object number 100. Let's see what's underneath, and absolutely nothing. And with that, I definitely call this challenge a success. We discovered plenty of fascinating creatures tonight, some harmless, some dangerous, and overcame countless challenges along the way. And that's the end of tonight's adventure. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey deep into the rainforest. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you won't miss the next adventure. And trust me, what I'm planning for the next episode might be even crazier than this one. Until then, stay curious, stay safe, and I'll see you in the next exploration.